Alright, so O&B Warehouse reached out to us and they want to sponsor a build. I came up with one of our crazy ideas and they were down. So they sent us some parts. As you can see, we have 2 engines here, and there was 2 of these, but one of them went to take a visit to a machine shop. It's not getting machined, but we're having another part machined, and then it'll be back. But for now, we're gonna unbox these parts here so you can see what we got, and we'll get to sticking them in the engine. Alright, so I'm gonna move everything over here and I'll tell you what we got. First off, we have a billet rod, and that's what the box says for hemi or non-hemi 3.308. These parts are so nice, like you almost feel bad sticking them in the engine. Comes with a set of bearings, and then here's what the billet rod looks like. It has the measurement on here, and then the date it was made. It's got a ARC bolt. I mean, that's a beautiful freaking piece. I'll have a link down in the description, or you can click the icon up in the corner here for a direct link to the parts for these, and you can use our code to save 5%. Next we have the Dyno Cams. This is a 255 grind. These cams come with a cam card, just like any cam would. Like if you bought a cam for your car, it tells you the valve timing, valve lash, ignition timing, and then a warning that you may have to grind your cam between lobes when using a billet rod. So we'll see how that'll work. The cam's nice and oiled, keep it from rusting. It does have the compression release still in it, and as you can see, it's got a lot of lift on there. It's definitely gonna make a difference. And just as you would with, you know, any car or engine, a cam is probably the best bang for your buck. That you're going to get the most power out of a cam, because the cam controls the RPMs that the engine will run. I understand you can take the governor out and make the engine run at a higher RPM, but you're still limited by what the cam will allow, how much duration and lift it can open the valves and close the valves before the next stroke. And that's why you want to have the valve spring strong enough to be able to get those valves back closed before the compression stroke. So we have a set of 26-pound valve springs for each engine. The cam will also be linked here and down in the description, so you can go directly and get that. We have these are the thicker head gaskets. I don't remember. You want to grab me a caliper? Down there, measurement on this side, big side, right, that drawer. The black box on the left. This looks like a 5.5 thousandths head gasket. I don't know if that's how they even measure them, but that's how I measured it. It's probably wrong, but that's what we got. Got 2 cams here, and like I said, we do have 2 flywheels, but one of them's on a field trip. So we'll show you this one. This is a PVL flywheel, also from Dyno Cams. Sponsored by O&B Warehouse. This flywheel was tested to 17,000 RPM and tested to 15,000 RPM for 60 minutes. This is incredibly light. I think probably half the weight of a stock flywheel, I would assume. But we're going to find out. I have a scale here. We're going to measure it. And just like the other parts, there will be a link up here and down in the description. You can use code BURNOUT5 to save 5%. The flywheel also comes with a spec sheet. Tells you what it's for. Die cast aluminum, 3.8 pounds. Ignition timing 28 degrees, 12 fins. Gives you the recommended coil gap of 38 to 40 thousandths. Here's their testing, where it says they tested to 17,000 RPMs and 15,000 for 60 minutes. So it should be good for us to do what we're going to do. And we're going to go ahead and stick some of these nice shiny parts inside of these Predator engines and hopefully come up with something pretty awesome. Alright, I put the rest of the parts away. I'm going to let the connecting rod hang out with us because it's too damn cool to go back in the box. So we'll just slide it over there. I can watch and see where it's going here in a second. So we're going to get started by pulling pull starter cover off. It has 4 bolts in it. We've already removed those. And the starter cup. It's also on a field trip to the machine shop. So we'll go ahead and we might as well get the gas tank and all this stuff out of the way so you can see what's going on here a little bit.
We got a parts box.
Yeah, we'll use this little connecting rod box in there because, like I said, he's too cool to go back in the box. That one.
That one's the fun one.
Yeah, we might as well.
Because that's an 8, isn't it?
Yeah, probably grab an 8 wrench. I don't think this will reach up in there. Maybe if we pull the spark plug wire off. This is probably how not to build your engine right here, but I can guarantee we're gonna get it done and she's gonna go fast. I don't think the spark plug liked that. That's what it was getting stuck on.
She's a tight one.
It's probably the worst part about doing all this is having to take all these parts off and then put them back on. Now we're going to have a fuel line down here. Let's see if we can.
You want these?
No, probably these.
Why don't you want to crimp it?
Oh yeah, I might want to crimp it. Might want to crimp it. Tip her this way. Actually, if you just hold it like that, I can probably just pop it off of there. You want to grab the gas can?
I got the engine.
Alright, we're going to set it back down. Alright, so we got the gas can off, gas tank off. Carburetor is going to have a little gas in that one too. We could probably just pull that whole thing right off of it. We don't need to take that off.
Oh, I didn't know it would come off like that. Alright. I mean, I throw those in the garbage anyway, so.
Well, we're gonna still use this one for a moment before we
Go fast.
test the parts.
Get a go fast filter.
Got your favorite little gasket. And we're just going to take the carburetor and set it over here like that because it has gas in it.
She's a tight one.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't help that I have like 14 feet of extension on there.
There you go. There it goes.
And it's 12 volt.
There you go.
Good thing it was a GoPro.
Fucking breaking shit.
Alright, that's a couple $100 there, buddy.
Sure it is.
Might as well turn it on though. That way they can get a
view of my hand.
something. I don't know what they can see, but they can see a different view from what they can see.
Right.
So we'll go ahead and this is a little bit bigger. Maybe
No.
14?
Maybe.
Nope.
Too big.
What do you got there?
Half.
Well, you got a 12 here.
13. I just want to bust my hand on the muffler, which I had a feeling was going to happen. It always happens. I was pulling up, I couldn't give it the whack.
You could. You had to give it the under whack.
Under whacks normally don't work.
The gasket stayed on there, so that's alright. We'll just leave it there. It's got a little bit of crust. Now this one we did use on the long mini bike. I stole the other one off the long mini bike for the power chair, but the other one is brand new, so it's gonna get some new parts.
It's got a little time on it.
It ain't gonna matter.
This ain't
Well,
got a lot of time on it.
We're not gonna need this thing anymore, so we'll go ahead and zip that little bugger off.
Just get the swing.
Cause she's all in the way. think we need a stabby screwdriver in there and
give it the twist.
now we're gonna have to come up with a
Screwdriver and the goddamn
new throttle bracket there. Why'd you get something so big?
Dude.
Don't fit down in the hole. There you go.
Dude, the first one I grabbed was even bigger. It was like 6 feet long. Keep chaff from.
Yeah, that'll work.
Put a hair on.
Alright, and we've already had this off.
Right.
So that's why that come off that easy. Normally you have to give them a little whack. They don't come off that gently.
A little swearing.
So like I said, we're gonna do something here. We got a postage scale and we're gonna stop moving everything around for a second. It says pounds and ounces, so we're gonna stick that on there. 5 pounds, 1 ounce, and a 5 there, whatever the hell that means. And this one is, I can tell you it's a lot lighter. 3 pounds, 11 ounces. So, a little more than half the weight, but I tell you right now, that's going to make a huge difference in the way that RPMs come up. I also have here a flywheel. This one has the magnets inside for the charging system. So if you had an engine with a charging system, we'll see what that one weighs. 5 pounds, 11 ounces, so a couple pounds less than that one. And
2 pounds is quite a bit on something.
It's a ton of rotational mass, like for
something that small.
Yeah, yeah. So it ought to be pretty snappy with the RPMs this time. We can have a nice little tool holder here while we're taking our stuff apart. Yeah, we can get that out of here until we I want to weigh the connector rod too when we
spin her around.
When we do that,
we're gonna pull the head.
Might as well pull the
the
coil off there so it's not dangling in the way. And then it runs down here, stuck on something through here. You can figure that out. I'll zip these valve cover bolts off.
I was gonna say maybe get a little. Oh, I got screwdriver here if you want something longer.
Yeah, maybe.
Just that thing should normally just pop right off there.
Yeah, it should. But
It's going.
I'm just trying to not foobar the gasket.
It's foobar in it.
Is it?
Right there. I can see it.
Let me get a razor blade, maybe. Yeah, she's pretty foobarred. Yeah, yep, she's foobarred. All right, so silicone for that there.
That's alright.
It'll be all right. Just gonna send it. We're gonna need one of those.
I don't speak that language.
Smaller than that, 12 maybe.
Yeah,
And I'm not
you
gonna
know it's metric.
take it off with a.
It's definitely not 11.
Yeah, so 12 socket. See if we can
12 socket.
hunt one of those down maybe. Nice thing about the Hemi Predators, you can just pop the whole rocker arm off with this little clip here, and this pin will slide out. So we'll go ahead and do that while he's looking for a 12. So I'm going to try to... Whoa! I was trying to not lose that, but I guess when you're taking that sucker off, be careful because it's going to go flying. So this one here, I'll put my hand in front of it and hope I don't stab myself in the hand.
Well, I have a half. If you read it, it's 12.
Oh, shit. On the hunt. Okay, so after 45 minutes of crawling around on the floor like an idiot, I found the clip. Be very careful when you take those out because they're going to go flying. Alright, we got a couple of those and a couple of these. They look the same. We're just going to throw them in the box. All these little clippies, they're going in the box. Oh, I got it stuck on there. These have got to be the tiniest little push rods I've ever seen.
They're identical.
They appear to be. Yeah, they look like they're the same. So they too are going in the box. Now we need a 12. She's tight. Yep, we're gonna need the other impact. This one don't got enough Agadugus bottom drawer.
Yeah, so I didn't bring my bigger ones.
Now, I probably don't recommend that you take your engine apart with an impact, but we're gonna. That's all I needed. More Agadugus. Oh yeah, that's good. We'll also get to see what I don't know, what do you say, we got 3-4 hours on this engine?
Probably.
Versus a new one. We'll get to see what 3 or 4 hours looks like. All look the same, going in the box. And
there it is.
Oh, that was pretty effortless. Oh, dude. How did that happen?
Oh my God.
I don't know if y'all are seeing this in there, but probably don't leave your engine sitting outside.
Even if it's covered up.
Yeah, because it had the stock air cleaner on there. I don't know how that happened, but it happened. Don't worry, still gonna send it. So, oh, she's juicy. We don't want to rub too much of that down in there.
No.
I think it'll be better.
We're gonna pull the piston out anyway.
Yeah.
That'll
be alright.
That'll clean right out of there. The piston moving, just you moving took it out of there.
Yeah, just go send it.
Little surface rust.
I don't know how the hell that happened. Kinda odd.
I guess we're gonna start fogging it.
Guess
We're gonna sit outside.
We gotta do something.
Yeah, I saw the look on your face, so I already knew. Yeah, I'm gonna put
something I just noticed. I had this upside down in my hand, and this little thingalo fell out here. This here is a lash cap. Sometimes they're on one of them. This one has it on both of them. So we're gonna take these off right now and put them in the box, because if not, we're gonna lose them. And I don't want to do that. Over there. Blue box, rags.
that blue box?
No, right there down. Right in there. Right the bin. Right there. Yeah, there's a rag right there.
Oh, in the...
Yeah.
You said blue box.
Yeah, it's a box. It is a box.
It's a bin.
It's a box. It's a bin. It's a tote. But it is a box. There's a rag in it.
It's a shirt.
Whatever you want to call it. It's a rag.
Oh, she's looking better already.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't leave your engine outside. I mean, you're probably gonna leave I'm probably gonna leave my engine outside, but well, that sucks. She got a little dirty in there. I don't know if you can see that there. I showed it on here a little bit. I think you could probably see it a little better. There you go. Yeah, it's not. I mean, it's not horrible. I don't feel anything that's.
No, I think that'll all.
It's just schmutz.
Yeah, I think it'll all clean up.
So, onto those, and we are going to need a drain pan because this engine has oil. That's the good stuff.
It smells like
Oh, gear oil. Dude, you picked a gear oil pan? Of all the pans, you picked a gear oil pan. That's the worst oil of all the oils. Thank you.
It smells so bad.
Thank you for polluting us.
Well, it looks good.
Yeah, it does look good. Except for the little bit of water that was in there, apparently. That's
just condensation.
That's never a good thing either.
It's just condensation.
No, I think it's because there was water in there somehow.
When is Mommy gonna be here?
Right now?
Right now?
Yeah, we're gonna need that rag over here. I spilled a little bit on the table. And you can take this funk pan out there with you.
When you're done.
I'm done. I can't stand the fucking smell anymore.
Dude, I started laughing. I had a silent cheese when I came in because I smelled it.
Oh, dude. This time, I really hope we don't rip this gasket. So we're going to be very careful trying to take this one off. Because I'm impatient, I don't want to wait for a gasket.
They all the same?
Look the same, throw them in the box.
Screwdrivers are there.
Yeah, no, I want to set it down so I can watch. Yeah, I think we're freaking screwed. You want to give me a razor blade out of the top drawer? There's a thin Chinese blue top drawer. Thin cheapy blue one, like a yeah.
Box cut.
Gonna try to. Really don't want to screw this gasket up. But I'm probably gonna. Yeah. Pretty sure we just mutilated it there. Wow. Yep. We're gonna need a new gasket. This is 100% what you don't want to see when you take apart your engine. 100%. Don't want to see that. We'll just stick that over there. This I can show you on here. It's got a little bit of the milkshake in the bottom. Pull these little buggers out of there. This look alright. Next we're gonna go ahead and get a 10 wrench. And remove this connecting rod. Pretty snug. Pretty snug. Well, that crusty is out. Fortunately, it looks like our piston is good. A little dirty, but good. There's no serious scratches or anything on there. Now these wrist pins are just held in here with a little tiny ring. This is probably also something that might go flying, so be careful when you pull that out of there. And that's what it looks like. You only have to take one of them out. You don't have to take them both out, because the pin comes out either side. So here's the stock connecting rod, and we're going to put this back together with the bolts. If you're not replacing your connecting rod, which you definitely should, link up in the description. The lines here show you which side goes together. We'll turn that back on. And we have, this is the stock connecting rod. It's got these pins here where they molded it or whatever.
Five ounces.
5 ounces. Try it again. Yep, 5 ounces. Now we're going to take the billet connecting rod. 4.6 ounces. So it's not a whole ton of weight, but this is a hell of a lot stronger. And
Billet and cast.
it's cool as hell, because like I would put this in there if it was heavier, honestly, because like that's sick, dude.
I wear that on my neck.
Right.
It's a chain.
Like there's no doubt that this is a million times better piece than this here. Not too much. Half an ounce lighter, but
5 times
How-
stronger.
at least, because this is just
Cast.
pot metal.
Mm-hmm.
Like it doesn't even feel like
Just cast aluminum.
like it has this. It feels like plastic. Like it really does feel like plastic, doesn't it? Like oddly, it feels like plastic.
It's weird.
Get the angle of the dangle.
Crank looks
So,
good.
yeah, crank looks good.
It's all lubed up with water and oil.
Yeah.
Gotta have that correct
Kinda
water to oil ratio.
bummed it.
Yeah. I didn't
It
expect
did
to see
that.
that.
Like, I mean, where did it get in? I don't know.
Right, because that air filter ain't all nasty.
Yeah. Like how it
You know
didn't
what I mean?
seem like it
there's
went
no water, nothing.
in. It's very weird.
Take that out.
Okay.
Said timeout.
So we'll just move that over there since it's done. that's not going back in, but we'll just have some extra bolts when we're done.
It's always good to have metric bolts.
Wow, that's really tight.
So, what are we doing with the governor hole?
We'll just stick a bolt in there.
Are we going to thread it and put a bolt in it?
Oh, I see somewhere online you can stick a quarter 24 or something in there.
Right, but they tap it first?
No, I think.
We probably just tap it, put some thread sealer on it. Short one.
Something. I don't know.
Call it a day.
Not super concerned. What the hell even is this thing?
That's the low oil.
Yeah, I know. Let me see the
shirt?
Yeah. Because, like, I've seen people take apart engines before, and I knew it was in there, but nobody's actually
Showing what it looks
checked it out and seeing what the heck is going on here. So,
when the floater doesn't float.
It's got some kind of shaky thing inside there.
When the
There's a
floater,
wire going into the hole.
when it don't float, it sends oil signal.
We're gonna.
Shuts it off.
It's a little clip there. This little hose just keeps the oil out of here, I guess. And there's a wire soldered onto there, like that. Looks like I can pop this here off.
Got a floater. See? When it don't float, it shuts it off.
So there must be a little resistor in between here. This piece here is grounded. This piece here that goes through the bottom of here, grounded to the engine block. Well, snap that off there. There's a little float. Doesn't look like it does. Yeah, there's a little resistor in there. Oh, okay. It's not a resistor. It's like a magnetic switch. As this comes up, it must make the connection in that switch. So that's how that works. Little magnetic switch in there. So that's, yeah, that's magnetic. So there's a little magnet in here that turns this switch when it goes by it, and it shuts off your engine. So in case you ever wondered what the heck was inside there, now you know. And we're just about out of parts to take off of this. We have a little diode or whatever the hell that is. And we also have the governor arm itself. Just pops right on out. This is all part of the governor. There's a plastic piece, a washer, and there's a little tiny clip down here. Everybody seems to struggle to get that off of there, but we'll see.
There you go. See how friggin' tiny that little bastard is?
Yeah, that's a fun one to get out.
I don't like it at all.
Little piece of plastic. Another little piece of plastic. That's it. We're gonna have to wash this all out of there. So a curve, and a cam, and a crank.
Build your own crank, it's fun.
Piston. A gasket.
Trunk head gasket.
We'll put these in a little box. We'll put that was for that thing, I think. One of those. That's all garbage. Alright, so as you just watched, this engine had some rust in it, some water get in it, and I did clean up the block here. I'll zoom you in here so you can see, and it does have some pitting in the cylinder. So, as you can imagine, that's not a good thing. So I don't think we're going to be able to use this block, unfortunately. The engine is still, you know, I wouldn't say the engine was bad. It's still a good engine. We can rebuild it and hone it out and have it run again, and it'll be just fine in something. But it's not going to work for what we want to do, because we need two good engines. It may just be down on a little bit of power, but like I said, it's just not going to work. So what I'm going to do is take another engine apart so that we can have a good block and get this all put back together. And in the next video you'll see us throwing some new parts into a new engine. We won't have any of these problems with, because apparently when you run one of these engines, all the gaskets stick, and you just never know what you're going to encounter. I do think this is a good video to put out there though, because it's something that you're not going to see on most other channels. You're not going to see the problems that you could have. Like I said at the beginning of the video, all the parts that we're using are linked in the description. We want to thank O&B Warehouse for sponsoring this build. It's going to be really awesome. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to click subscribe. Thanks for watching. You can use code BURNOUT5 for 5% off your order. The link for that will also be in the description. Make sure you're signed into the website for that code to work.